GM, wake up, let's go. Web 2, Web 3, stay in the know. Action, Dabatola, Toki in the zone. Breaking down the latest, straight to your phone. From Web 2 shifts to Web the waves. News, deep dives, hot takes for days. Tech's evolving, the world's in spin. Markets move, let's lock it in. Genzio's here, no time to snooze. Tune in now, get the news. GM. Wake up, let's go. Web 2, Web 3, stay in the know. GM, start the show. GM, wake up, let's go. Web 2, stay in the know. GM, start the show. GM, let's go. Web 2, stay in the know. GM, start the show.
GM, what's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and
Enzo's Tuesday.
And today the market is looking a lot better than it has. $105,000 Bitcoin, a little bit green in some of these alts, and we got two clowns with me to my left and my right. Action with that funky faux hawk that might have his equipment working, and the bearded Amish guy Toki right next to me. How are you guys both doing this morning? GM. Like your shirt, Action. Like your shirt.
Thank you. I got this one in the schmedium.
So it kind of fits.
Kind of fits. Oh,
I mean,
man.
It makes the top side here look really good. You know what I mean?
Oh, so how you guys doing this morning? How you feeling? Market's looking a little bit better.
Dude,
I don't know.
I did a 3-minute cold plunge. I'm feeling amazing.
That's why he's still so dark on camera. All the color hasn't returned to his skin.
Oh,
You do look a little bit dark in your studio there.
It's I unplugged my lights and they came back on. They're a different shade. You're probably looking at this. This is
There you go.
That's
There you go.
closer.
Look a little more healthy now.
Yeah. A little more alive.
But I guess
Now, have you seen this morning's news and everything that's happening across the Middle East, across the Fed, across just
the news in the last 12 hours,
Trump's
24 hours.
Trump dropped the F-bomb. That was hilarious.
You sure did.
The first
did.
clip I saw of that, I swear, I was like, wait a minute. Did somebody drop AI on this? Because
No.
that's
I
what
totally
you
thought that was
initially
AI.
thought. But look at every once in a while, drop an F-bomb like that. Like, look at I don't care what side of politics you're on.
Most presidential thing there is.
That's the best thing to do right there. Just straight up say, hey, look at these guys don't know what the F they're talking about or what they're doing. And I think that's the most realist thing that's probably come out of his mouth.
No.
Right?
No.
That's
the
gangster.
most realist thing, the most gangster thing was when he had the government from South Africa in the Oval Office, and then he wheels in the TV where he's like, hey, did you know that the government of South Africa is calling for genocide? And they're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, watch the video. That was the most gangster thing he could have done. Because that was on national television.
I watched the commentary from Whoopi Goldberg about that. You can't just go around and just, do that to, world leaders. You can't just, kind of surprise them like that. Like that's not appropriate.
Yeah. I'm sure you can't go around surprising any world leaders. That's so inappropriate. That's why Libra was such a success. was because everyone was so surprised, including the world leader involved.
Okay, I figured it out. My white balance is set to automatic, and my camera's freaking out.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, the colors are a little bit off. Now you've become sick again on camera. It's all right. You could rest after the stream.
You're like taking
Look
on
at
the purple tones.
I fixed it.
So GM
Yeah.
to a bunch of people. We already got our boy Blue in the house, Dab's coffee, and a breakfast burrito. You know, a breakfast burrito actually sounds very, very good right about now. I love to eat.
Really
Big shout out to Arena. I really like the Arena app. It's nice to see a handful of people just naturally migrate over there and see it get more traction. It's had a bunch of waves and people going there. And for those who aren't on Arena, if you're on X and you're watching us through X, then all you have to do is go over to arena.social, I think, and you just log in with your X account, and all your info is there. Simple. And they got a cool little degen platform in there. So there's some meme coins you could trade and have some fun, all baked in. So big shout out to everyone over at Arena. Big shout out to everyone on YouTube, and of course our huge X family. Make sure you guys are all smashing that like, retweeting, leaving a comment. Let us know what you want us to pull up on stream. We'll look at some charts today too. We're going to discuss what's going on in the news, what's going on with Bitcoin, a couple projects that we've been looking at, and actually, if Action will, and I think he will, bless us, but he dropped an awesome video on YouTube today. And I know a lot of people haven't got a chance to watch it because they're starting to tune in now. So guess what? We're going to save you a little time, and maybe we're going to pull that video up in a bit, and you can see. And it's for all our degens out there.
And get the news. Is that what they're doing? They're tuning now and getting the news?
They're getting some news, and then they're going to get some alpha on this web platform that'll give you the upper edge on your meme coin trading. So if you're still in the trenches, it's really badass, and it is fast. And of course, Action's going to put up his referral code. But if you want, and you're watching, I have one as well, and you can check out that on my link tree, and it's already in my link tree. So
nice.
Yeah. No, well, I logged in, I got all set up, and I didn't import a wallet. I created a new wallet for it within there, and you can do that. It gives you your private keys. You get set up, and that's it. Send a little soul over, and you're off to the races. And Action did a great job of quickly going over this previously, but now there's a full-on video, and I'm stoked to.
How many Horcruxes do you have? That's a bad joke. Sorry.
I didn't hear the set. I just heard how many.
I said, how many Horcruxes do you have?
Horcruxes? Jesus.
Yeah, for when you send a little soul over. It's a Harry Potter joke. It's fine. I said it was a bad joke. So
Action Studio's down. He can't even give us the either the sad sound.
I'm
or
just so
the
confused. I didn't get it either. I was like, "Is this a joke? Like, what are we doing?"
It's Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter.
It's from Harry Potter.
Yeah, Voldemort has Horcruxes because he split his soul apart. It's a bad joke for Solana wallets. Wrong crowd. Moving forward.
I just followed you on the Arena app, brother.
What happened?
You just got Mahi following you on the Arena app.
Yeah, we're getting some more people following on Arena, and a little bit more people watching. Sometimes we've had some really, really big streams on there, and then other days it's been a little bit smaller, but it doesn't necessarily matter the amount that are actually saying that it's tuned in there. It's that if people are in the comments and dropping tickers and alpha and news that they want to share, we love to pull up the comments and love to share that with everyone. And really, that's why we're here. We're here to try to, provide some value, lift each other up, see that we get some gains, we make some money this cycle, and we try to clear the noise away. And as we said, we're going to talk a little bit about the news, but as we know, the last, it was called the 12-day war, even though it wasn't supposed to be a war. But we'll really say that the last 72 plus hours has been, maybe a little bit more, but maybe up to 96 has really been the motion in the chart from Iran and Israel striking each other, to the United States going into striking, to Iran trying to say that they're maybe saving face by shooting a couple of missiles back, and
So
then a
since Friday.
ceasefire. Wait, and then a ceasefire, right? But the ceasefire has times, like we're going to stop at this time and we're going to stop at this time.
That was
And
funny.
then there's reports all after the ceasefire announcement of all these bases and different cities getting lit up. And then I woke up and it was gone. And hey, and now here we are. So 105 Bitcoin.
And do you know
Everyone
what's
liked
crazy?
that ceasefire news for starters. And then to keep this at this price, we had good news coming out of the Fed. Well, partially good news.
What's
No rate
that?
cuts?
No. Well, they said it. I think they were saying about inflation is moving a little bit in the right direction. It's not that we're not going to get rate cuts, but not get them or get them. But weren't they saying about banking being opened up for crypto?
Yes, banking.
So-
they did
so
indeed. The Fed
that-
has, the Powell has initially announced that banking can do whatever they want with crypto, which
this
is a
is
little
huge.
scary. A little scary, but definitely huge.
But it's huge because we talked recently about how states can be doing their own thing, but there's certain things you're not going to want to do because federally you don't know how that is. Like just like we compared sort of the marijuana industry. So now you have big banks that
think about
operate
this
all
way.
over the country, and they could do whatever they want. Well, at least they could really
many-
get moving.
People got debanked though over the past few years that
Too
are now
many.
just like, hey, you guys debanked me, and now you're using crypto, and you're telling me that I'm not allowed to have an account here because I used crypto.
Well,
I don't know. There's
they
some-
roll that back and allow them to
They
get their
already
accounts
rolled
sort of
that
open.
back. I mean, that operation's technically over and done with. They can't really reject people for that anymore.
Are
It's
you going to
just-
want to go back though?
Exactly.
But there's other choices. And there's going to be more choices that come. I could see in the future new types of banks that are really reliant more on crypto than fiat and traditional loans. Like I
There's
think
already
we
out
see-
there.
Yeah, I mean,
Vault
we
is
see
a-
them.
Vault is a perfect example of that.
Yeah,
I
I was-
mean,
Well, true, touche. But I think we're going to see more like where you go down the block, like one of these banks or maybe even local or community bank really embrace crypto. There's going to be one that's going to lead the way outside of doing like their own stables or on private blockchains. You know what I mean?
It's like you're
I
gonna
think
start
one
seeing
is going to
Bitcoin
buckle.
ATMs.
Hmm?
It's like you're gonna start seeing Bitcoin ATMs everywhere or something.
As long as you could deposit and withdraw at the same time, because there's a lot of these Bitcoin ATMs that
You know.
that they're not really an ATM. Just so you know, so you can look them
They're
up on
just
the
a
map, and
they're
they're
a
gonna
good deposit
rug you.
box. They just don't ever deposit the money into your box.
So,
Actually, I saw a crazy news article. I think it was over the weekend of a fire company that ended up going in with their saw and got permission from the sheriffs and totally destroyed a Bitcoin ATM because it was like a family had put in like $34,000 in the Bitcoin transaction that never been approved, and so like they never got any money, and he was just like,
what?
yeah. So the sheriffs and the police and the fire department got together and just destroyed the ATM and took all the money out of it to recover for the family. It was pretty cool.
I probably would have done that. Like, what? No receipt? No transaction? This isn't confirmed. You see me there with the sledgehammer.
You're gonna end up-
action.
car.
Bring the tools.
Right? You roll.
You know
up with
who
that
else has
Pelican
been
case
bringing
and a
the
saw.
tools lately?
Who's that?
One of our close friends. He's been doing a lot of videos with a hammer and some different mining units.
Oh, Demo. He's pissed with Demo because he went on a subscription-based thing. Yeah, that's Tech Hustler.
It is Tech Hustler. He actually just did, I believe, a Chia miner earlier today. Yeah, you know
I
the
saw-
little tiny green cubes. They're not that small, but they're smallish.
So yeah, no, I saw a tweet of his, and there was something in a box that I guess he had busted up. So I'm assuming that's the unit, right?
Actually, I don't know which one that was. He's destroying like units, I think, almost every single day this week because he's just so frustrated with how things have been going. I can't blame him.
If I broke stuff every time I was frustrated with crypto, I probably wouldn't have gear to be streaming right now. I'd be on like, like a bootleg monitor on like a serial cable or whatever we used to use back in the day. And
A serial cable, really?
so,
that far back, dude?
yeah, that far back, because everything would have been destroyed. I would have been down to my last gear that like I don't tend to throw stuff out. It just sort of piles up. So I just got like a handful of towers without hard drives in them or GPUs. They're just old boards or various things. So
I think that this is right up my alley. You guys know one of the reasons why he's doing that, right?
Get YouTube views back?
I mean, sure, but so evergreen miners haven't been like profitable for the longest time. Not only that,
evergreen. Oh yeah.
Blue said he thanks Boss Coin.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And like here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And it's so much so that like it's these guys right here. So it's xch.farm is where you can buy these. But like the Evergreen website, evergreenminer.com.
Well,
so there's that. Yeah, the stuff I come across.
Yo.
There's plenty of people out there that I should probably start telling you all, like, don't use these people. They scam people. Like, don't buy from XYZ person. They rugged a bunch of us.
Might be helpful. Actually, I was just on a call this morning with a man and his wife, where the wife has actually taken a large interest in crypto investigative journalism. It's been pretty cool. So I think you get along with them. Action.
I did a lot of that early days, like a lot of that. More than I like to admit. Might have gotten some threats here and there. That's the piece you got to be careful with in this space, because usually scammers are serial scammers, and they'll keep coming back after, time and time again.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
So,
have you heard of Wadham?
No,
the Wadham mining people.
I don't think so. No. You want to pull them up?
I mean, I'll show you right here real quick. I'll share this tab.
Toki, why do you look so like shocked and confused?
So this is here.
I don't even know what he said.
Is a leading distributor of crypto mining equipment in the U.S. and offer a wide range of mining solutions for operations of any scale. A, that's not real. B, don't buy from them. They owe people money. There you go. Public service announcement done.
Oh, you wanted to make sure you call out so that people don't.
But dum.
They owe a lot of my friends a lot of money.
Well, so I guess this is a good segue. So scammers, right? People scamming people, deceiving them or whatnot. We see a lot of that with meme coins. But I think there's a tool now that can help us and everyone using it get a little bit of an edge, right? Action. And you just did a video, little edge on trading in the trenches.
Yeah. Just
one of the fastest.
No, it's not one. It is the fastest. So I tested the other ones out as well, because that's the thing. Like, I want to make sure that I wasn't just like BSing people. Like, claims are one thing, but like testing it out is a whole different story. So, okay, so Banana Gun has been pretty incredible as far as speed and delivery is concerned. And some other players in the market spent a lot of money on advertising and actually became, more used than them. But they're the original ones. I wish I had a banana phone. I would totally use that. But no, it's not a banana phone.
Did you wear a banana hammock in the video?
I mean, that's a little personal.
No, like the Borat thing.
That's not personal.
No, that's public.
Not personal. It's been in the movie.
I don't make that public. I'm
That
looking
would've
for
that would have been very that probably
destructive.
would have got a lot of attention on your video.
Yeah, I think so
Just saying,
too.
you can
Not in
drop
a
that
good way.
OF link. Oh.
Yeah, that's the OF link one, like to see the remix of the video.
There you go. Yeah, no. So like, I tried out Maestro and like Axiom. They're not bad. Like I can't say they're
Wait.
bad. They're just not as fast. They're almost a second slower. So
What was the
last
first one you
I
said?
clocked,
I'm sorry.
Maestro,
Maestro. Okay. Sorry. I literally didn't
Yeah.
hear you.
like a conductor. Yeah. It was almost a second. I clocked a little over 0.8 seconds. Which for trading actually makes a pretty darn big difference, especially if you're setting out up as a sniper bot. Because that's the thing about this platform. Like if you want to, do I play a video? What do I do? What do I do here, Scott? You got to help me. Give me some
Yeah,
instructions.
if you want. Well, we could do a couple things if you want. You could either pull up the platform. Well, you could do that even after. Do you want to show the video? We could show your video for.
We're gonna watch the whole video.
No, well, it'd be good.
I'm asking. This is your stream, sir. You are in charge. You are in charge.
Well, you know what?
We don't want any copyright.
I would rather
infringement.
you. I would rather you show.
You wouldn't get
pull
copyright.
up the platform and all right. You know what? Share your screen and let's pull up the platform so people could see if that's possible. If you have that logged in. All right. First, if you want, this is going to be Actions YouTube. You got to make sure that you go over. Let's put a link to that in the chat. And everyone should go over and watch the full video when we're done with the stream. But in the meantime, we will show you the platform. Instead of letting everyone watch through here, they need to watch directly over at your channel. And if for some reason they're not subbed yet, they need to sub and like that. And yeah. But we could show everyone.
What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? If you want that 100x in your meme coin trades before the crowds even hear about them, well, let me tell you how to get there. And it's with a platform 4K. Hang on, 4K. We can go 4K here, guys. I don't know if my internet can support it, but like, look how crisp that is. The fastest trading bot in the market, built by the OG team from Banana Gun. This isn't just hype, guys. I wanted you to understand that. All right, I'm sorry. That's just a teaser right there.
Yeah, go to Actions. You put the link in there in the chat. Make sure I'm going to pin this up in the chat here if I can. So in YouTube it is pinned. So make sure that you check out his video. But let's get a quick look at the platform for everyone who
how do
is
you get
that
to the platform? How do you get to the platform?
The web platform. Go to the site.
What's the site?
That's
the site right there.
pro.bananagun.io.
No, not pro.bananagun.
Oh.
bananapro.action.ceo.
That's his referral.
I learned how to read in 3rd grade, 2nd grade. One of them. It's fine.
Or if you want to just be able to click and not have to type anything, you could click in the description, the link tree, and then the banana link there. Since it is my channel and all. All right. It doesn't matter where you go because you know what? Once you go there, you'll realize why you're there and why it outperforms everything else. And it's one of these things where I know people, and I've been saying the trenches have been a bit cooked this year, but this is one of these things where it's getting me back into the trenches now because I can make a few bucks here and I could catch a couple of these. So Action, why don't you give us a quick overview?
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can change the layout just a little tiny bit for us so we can actually see a little bit better what's going on and how stuff is actually laid out. Works way better than most people think. Duplicate this one. Show on stage. Sorry, I was moving it around so we can actually see a little bit more.
Do a live snipe with $20. See if there's anything hot on there.
Well, I want you guys' take on like what I should put money into just to see what would make sense.
I was watching a few last night and it was funny because as soon as they make it, and then I pulled them up on like Deck Screener, for example, you could see all the ones that rug. So it's like there's a fine line here of when to get out if you're playing this game of
So,
Rug
but
or
here's the
rug
thing,
or
like,
no rug.
but okay, so I've done this manually where I put enough money in for them to migrate over, and I already put a trade in to pull the money out before it even
Before
hits. So
it's-
as soon as it launches, it's already, you know, withdrawing. So you can do it. I mean, and something you want to watch out for is the percentages here. So percentage of supply held by top 10 wallets. I love this indicator because look at this right here. 73% of the whole of the token is held by top 10 wallets. This is a guaranteed rug. There's no question that this is going to go away as soon as it
and it
migrates
makes it
over.
very easy to see this.
Because,
You know, so
Gosh.
you see these red flags.
yeah, I mean, and this
Pretty much so.
middle section here, it's all about the migration, right? It's like tokens that are really close to actually migrating over. So they're just like at the cusp of making it.
Well, the thing is, you're set up right now with a filter. So
Do I have
take one
filter on?
step back, and we said this in another stream, but you bumped it up from 1,000 to 1,500. But the key here was
it was
to clear
garbage.
out some of the garbage, is to make sure that there's some volume. So even when people were doing with Deck Screener and other things just to kind of filter out the noise, that was one of the biggest things, to put something where it had a little bit of volume and
Oh, yeah.
there's some traction there, but still low enough where you could get in if you're trying to get in that early.
We should get into this one coin. There's only one person that holds
100% the supply.
Is it called Action?
It's gonna rug himself.
I actually own 100% of the Action supply. It's a Polygon token though.
Oh, it's rugging itself.
Yeah, it's got zero value. You can't buy it because I'm not selling it.
Why
the
Polygon?
So
Was it the tech?
no, somebody. It's the tech. That's exactly what it is. Now somebody made it for me and dumped it in my wallet. That's all it was, and then burned the contract and everything. This first icon here. So there's four icons. First one is percentage of the supply held by a dev wallet. This is like the first telltale sign that you should stay away. Like this Addy one here, like it is 71% held by the dev wallet. This is a guaranteed rug. There's no question, if, buts, ands. Like it's what's about to happen. Take a look at this one. Percentage supply held by Sniper wallets. It actually identifies Sniper wallets and will let you know. This Clip Leo here, 100% of the supply is held on Sniper wallets. So like, you know, this thing is sketch is the best way to say it. So
yo, look at that token over on the right. Sorry, Little Don. He's all gangster.
where?
Oh,
Right above our faces here.
yeah, Little Don. Right
Little
above Tab,
Don.
underneath
Little-
Olivia.
Little Don. 574
That's
market.
hilarious.
Look at that. It's got 337 volume on that.
That's a lot. Here, let me open it just so you
Yo.
guys can see what it looks like.
Yeah. So yeah, open up one of these tokens so that we can go from one screen. We could go back to try to find one to snipe with a couple dollars, and if you guys let us know. But look, you click into this, and it shows you the full chart. You could switch between the price or the market cap.
We're mooning,
here.
guys. We're mooning on this one.
And this is
Lil Don.
Yeah,
we
this-
dumped. We're dumping. We're dumping.
yo, everybody, live rug right there. That was one that already made it, already bonded. It was at what 400K market cap.
Look at
And
that
then
liquidity.
We just saw it go
2.9,
down
3K.
to 3K. How amazing is that? So this is why you got to be careful. But I would have thought that if we were doing this,
Yo.
we would have got out way before this, because we know 99% of these is a rug. It's like getting hit by lightning. You have a better chance of getting hit by lightning than catching one of these up to like 1 million or 100 million market cap or something. So we just saw that one, that Little Don just did the un-G thing, and he just rugged.
Wow.
So
That was amazing. That was almost
that was
instant.
such perfect timing. That was
Yeah.
great.
I don't think you could have
That
done
needs to be
better.
clipped. That needs to be clipped. Little Don just rugged us.
Little dumb.
All right. So while you're at the screen, just so, okay, yeah, start typing. Or I was gonna say you could start typing something in.
We got
There's
you.
the
We got you.
there's the watch list and the wallets on the left, but the watch list I think is very key. So if you're in here and there's a bunch that you're pulling up the charts, you just check off the little thing and add it to your watch list. And I was doing that last night on a few. Before,
What did you add?
Before they bond. What?
What did you add?
Hold on. Let me see if it's still there. It might have fell off because it.
Little Don market cap 3K.
That was so amazing that we got a rug right there. Let me see
There's
if my
some
watch
weird
will
little
work here.
features on this thing as well. So like you can actually click on the image itself and it does a Google search image on it.
Oh, I think it's off my watch list now that they what's it called?
Were you
They
watching Lil
migrated.
Don?
No, it was one of these off of Peace or War or something to do with the conflict. I was just like, let me see how these go because like I said, I haven't been in the trenches on a day-to-day lately, and I set up a few filters on this, and then there was a few before aping it or whatnot. I wanted to just sort of track some of the motion and looking at these indicators, like you said, how much is a dev wallet, how much is being held and the volume, current market cap, how long ago did it launch, just taking everything into account with a handful that were on my watch list to just see what I don't know what the trend of most of these tokens are, so I can know when to get in and when I should get out. So I'm going to
What I
try to make a
love is
couple
the
trades
speed
here.
on this thing, dude. So like look, USDX stablecoin. If y'all go in these, like this thing launched 13 seconds ago. That's how old the pair is. Look,
Yeah.
age 15 seconds. Like it's wild how quick.
Fast this all goes.
Yeah. And look at the price. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Top holders is usually my sorry. This helps a lot as far as top holders concerned, figuring out like who's got supply and like what's actually being bought and sold. It also shows the balance, how much they have in their wallets. That's something that no other platform is doing. Like this tells you like how much leg somebody has to go. Because if you see big wallets buying, but they have nothing in their wallet, it's like, yeah, there's only so far you can go with it. But if somebody has, 1,000 Solana in their wallets, they're more likely to do something about it.
Look at this one struggling already.
Yeah, but like take a look at this. Like this label is super helpful. You see these red little dots? These are snipers.
Oh.
So these are sniper wallets. The green indicates that it's dev connected. So this has something to do with the dev for the project. Yeah, like these little telltale signs that you're usually missing, right? Like this is stuff you usually don't see. What do you got here? Bundler, look at that. Bought in the first slot during launch.
Does it tell you anything about the whale wallets? Similar to
yeah.
Do you guys remember whenever we got into like TD and it told you like the size of the wallet based on like if you were a shrimp or a fish?
That's Dex Screener.
Dex Screener
does that.
In Dex Screener, it has that with the little logos, and it just classifies on.
We can just open a token that has more. Oh, also, if you hover over the X symbol, it shows you a preview of things.
Of their actual X.
Yeah,
click that down to the 1 second. Sorry.
Wait, what happened? Did I click the wrong? I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? I did.
Oh, and then it goes red.
I just dumps, dude. Like it dumped. That was a quick one.
Yeah, you have. You need that on the.
I didn't even see what it looked like.
Quick. Look at that. I copied the address of the clipboard. Let me make sure I put it in here. I just want to see the search feature itself. Because that was oh yeah, it is working now. Good.
Yeah, and then you could click the little thing if you wanted to add it to your watch list right there.
Yep.
Right off the jump.
Bloop.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing looks like it's got a little bit of legs. So we're over that.
It has legs until it doesn't. I love watching this. With being that nice rug that we saw, you're still holding that video from ETH Denver of us getting rugged.
Dude, I completely forgot about that one. I just want to show the wallet thing here. All right, so here's
bring it up a lot.
Here's the wallet that I was talking about.
Oh, see, now we're already talking about something else. We need that video. People are asking for it. Not necessarily right now, but you need to get it so we can play it.
All right,
just give it to one of your cousins to edit. It'll be fine.
There you go.
It doesn't even need any editing.
So racist. Do you think I have a million cousins or something? Like
not a million, 500K though.
Yeah, I was gonna say 26.
All right, so this is like this token's P&L. So this is people actually like made a profit on this. This dude made almost 5 SOL on this. They shows you how much they bought, how much they sold.
It's clean. It's a very clean.
It's
in
clean,
displaying
and it shows the
information out.
remaining how much of the token they actually still have. So like, this is the people you need to watch out for. Like these guys, they still hold 100% of tokens they acquired. What's this green thing? Dev connected. The
Yeah.
Dev
What's
wallet.
this token? Warlock?
What is this? Yeah, Warlon.
Oh my god.
So we're expecting it to rug soon.
Yeah, it sounds about right. No, I
Are we
mean,
gonna watch it until we see that big red candle come in? We got
you
one
almost-
live already, right?
Well, I know we got one, but the thing
We
is,
got
is
two,
there's so many
technically.
there's
Zoe
so
couldn't
many
even
that
see.
rug. That's the thing. Is which one do we? It's almost like we should be betting on which one's gonna rug first and like pull up several. Like which has the worst names? Oh yeah, you can add all the little shortcut links on the
The
bottom.
shortcuts on the bottom, they're actually pretty nice. I do like them a lot.
This platform is actually pretty fire. I have
It
to
is.
agree with Ryan on this.
It is.
It's just very customizable as well. That's what I really like about it.
Like if
When
you've
you're
been
trading though, that's kind of important because like everyone has their own custom experience while trading. You all have your own goals. Sure, some people do things similar, but even when like I don't know how many TA spaces or videos that I've watched where literally everyone does it differently. They'll do it very similar, but they all do it differently because they all have their own
They should
extra shit added on.
customize it all. That's the
yeah.
dopest thing. It's like, you know, some people are going to use just a couple things off the filter and a couple indicators for the tokens, and they're going to look real quick and they're going to make their assumption and do their trades. And there's going to be others that are going to really, really dig in, and they might
Dude,
wait for it
this
to
is pretty
migrate
impressive.
and look.
Yeah.
So,
Like
None of
this
them are
bubble map
connected.
has no connections.
the reason why nothing is connected is because it's all
dumping.
in one place. No.
It's dumping.
All right, everyone.
It's down
Oh,
100K.
They bought the dip.
How much is it going to go? Is it going to go all the way?
They're
Place
buying
your
the dip.
bets.
I'm
Place your
still
They're
bets.
buying
waiting.
the
I'm
dip.
still waiting for Blue to tell me what I'm buying here. That's what I want to know.
Somebody's buying the dip, but somebody's selling off more than you can buy. Like, I'm buying the dip, and someone else is like, and I'm selling 10 times what you're buying. Enjoy.
This sounds
is-
like something you write up Blue's alley right here. We got what is
Pluto?
this? No, it's Fart Spirit.
It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's about
How-
to
how old
it's
is
about to
it?
migrate over.
It's a couple hours old.
It's like 10K,
Wow, it's
right?
still around.
Liquidity.
Uh-oh.
You guys trying to make a few?
Is there anything on this? If you go back, is there anything worth trying to make a couple bucks off of real quick?
That's what I'm at. Dude, like I'm not the expert. I know how to provide exit liquidity here. I'm just wondering what y'all want me to pull the trigger on.
I think the other one was a better bet. It was dumping. You could
The
have
other
bought
one
so
was
much
a
up.
better bet. All right, let's go back to the first screen. Let's go to something let's check it out. That's got decent volume, close to migrating. Oh well, I was at 48, 40. Oh, actually, that might not be.
This is what I was. That's why I clicked on it.
Oh, I
It's
thought you
about
were.
to
I thought.
migrate.
No, it literally is one of the closest ones. Yeah.
This one just hit 51.
How's bacon
What's-
look too?
How's
See, the problem here is that no, this is a problem. So you have 49,
10 hours.
49. The volume is exactly the market cap.
I
So
like.
it's almost like they're pumping it themselves.
That's
I
what
what
you
like
guys
how
gotta be
quick those
careful,
two
watch
are
out for.
going.
But like this one right here, the pepperoni, like that's
Pepperoni
got a
and Fart
lot of
Spirit.
volume.
They also both are under an hour old, so there's a
Correct.
lot of volume really quick. So, where some of these others have been around 10 hours for the same stuff.
Right. So pepperoni is the one that's looking the best right now to actually
I
migrate
wish
over.
we catch something like that, like where it's moving from the 30s up, because I almost would want to, like you said, have that order and to dump it right as it's going. Yeah, this is funny. Watching this makes me more of a Bitcoin max. Yeah, trading this turns you into a Bitcoin.
All right. So
maxi.
see, it's
This tool is going to save me from the trenches. I'm not selling any
Yeah,
Bitcoin
right.
to go in, but I
Yeah,
do have some
join us.
Solana.
should I be buying this at the top, Scott?
No.
You gonna top
actually,
blast this? I have a feeling that it's just going to migrate. It's going to dump all over you.
I mean, we're right now at a 54,000 market cap, so it should have migrated over.
Hmm.
Where's it migrate at? Doesn't it migrate at like 60 or something?
I mean, you could always go to pump.fun and check it out. See what its migration limit is. I know that sucks, but you can tell that it's made on pump.fun because it literally says so. It's kind of nice. Actually, that's another good feature. It does tell you where all of these have been created, so you can see what's going on. It's just
I remembered easily. It's 69.
Did you trade any of
Did I trade any
trade
of what?
it got rugged already?
Yeah, yesterday on the stream. You didn't watch my video.
What? I didn't watch your whole video yet. No.
I literally bought something at the start of the video and I sold it at the end just to show like the notification aspect of things and how it worked.
Oh, there you go. Which
Wait,
one was
I
it?
bought this? When did I buy this? I didn't buy this. About 18 hours ago?
You're up.
I probably got rugged. I probably bought this by mistake. That's ridiculous.
No, look at this. But you bought
You
bought
eight
3/4 of a
8.25.
soul. But you got a soul point.
So I bought half a soul worth of this use case token, and then I just sold at the end of the stream for 0.19. Like I was expecting to lose money. Like I just wanted to show what it looked like.
What's
But, like,
what's the
now
other
At
one
least
you
it
got
didn't
done?
completely rug though.
No,
What's
it didn't
the other one?
completely rug.
Not in the time of the video.
Why isn't it? Is it not letting you pull up the other one?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's got 14 cents of liquidity.
Should just pull a little money out.
So pull out all of it.
14 cents worth?
Take it all. Take it all.
So 100.
Can you put it to zero? Can you put it to zero?
Token has less than $1,000 liquidity right there on the bottom. You can't see it. I'm gonna throw us on the other side.
Oh my god!
Amazing, truly amazing.
Yeah, on the bottom corner it says it doesn't have enough liquidity. Token has less than $1,000 liquidity right there. So I don't remember buying that though. That's the funny part.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to resize us because we're looking a little janky where we're at. I'm gonna do floating
Bitcoin's
bobbleheads.
pushing 106. About to all
You
the
weren't
notifications
kidding.
are about to go off.
Just a random trifecta in the middle. Action.
So is that so we could get closer to seeing the chart rug? You just drag us right up to the big red.
Yeah, you guys get close to the action.
Yeah. We're right here, everyone. We're in the trenches, literally. I have pepperoni and a fart spirit right on my head here.
Oh, look. Pube coin has started.
All right.
What's up with Gilbert? Hold up.
No,
Gilbert
Gilbert is a rug. You can see that Gilbert is a rug.
No, it just started moving around for a second, so I'm trying to see
Gilbert the dragon.
what else we have here.
Going to the moon.
Look at this. What's going on, Amp Night? Glad you could join in. Memes have given me PTSD. I think that's happened to most of us. Last year was very rough. I have been out of the trenches for the most part this year. This though has me pulled back in a little bit. Not crazy like I was, but it just gives so much insight that I feel that if I'm gonna win on something, I'll at least have an upper hand here to put up a good fight against some of the people that are rugging. And if you were here just a few minutes ago, we saw one that was going up, that was already migrated, had a few 100K market cap and decent volume. And as soon as we clicked into it, it rugged out. So, yep, there's a bunch of people right now banging on their desks who are holding that, really hoping that maybe it would go to like 500,000 or $1 million. And that's, the way it goes. But
so far,
I don't blame you for having that PTSD, though, for sure. Sorry, Trevor. What were you saying?
Still looking like a good one.
Throw 20 at it. Throw
at Gilbert
at it.
No, Fart Spirit.
Is that a bomber farting in the image? Oh, that's Gilbert.
Oh, I opened the wrong one.
So say Fart Spirit looks like a one of our bombers that's
What
just
in the world is happening?
crop dusting the world. The picture does look like that, right? Look at the little icon.
No,
Can we make it bigger? Does it come bigger? It's our, what is that? The B whatever bomber? Crop duster.
B2.
It's a B2 crop duster right there.
That's exactly what that thing is.
Does it stealth too? Silent but deadly, right there.
Wait.
I don't bump.
I thought it rugged. Didn't rug in front of us?
No.
I bet you if you throw $20 at it, it will.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's throw Actions $20 at it.
You know what I should do?
Not ours.
I
Actions.
should quickly launch a token on the side. I should quickly launch a token over here and be like, yo, throw. Oh, look. It rugged. It just rugged. I was going to launch a token though, and then I was going to say, Action, buy 20 of this and not let you know it's mine. And then just.
We're just watching rugs live. Isn't this great?
So.
Hey, you could have made money on that, though.
That one, it just ran out of hot air. It was very close to migrating. It ran out of steam, ran out of hot air there, and just rugged. It deflated. Oh, but pepperoni made it, huh?
You pull up pepperoni, see what's going on. Pepperoni.
Look at that. It's a 50-50 shot. Could have been
pepperoni's-
pepperoni or fart spirit, and of course,
Yeah, pepperoni.
crop dusting did not last.
Wait,
Yep,
is this a new
pepperoni.
pepperoni?
Oh yeah, pepperoni migrated.
Put on the 1 minute. It just bonded 3 minutes ago.
Fine,
the
we go to the
1
1
second.
second.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's trade the 1 second guy.
This is the 1 second chart. How
I know.
ridiculous is that?
Oh, wait. I just started to see a little red. I'm like, here we go. We're gonna rug.
You got to remember, this is seconds, bro. Like this is as volatile as it gets. It's literally 1
pure
second.
I feel like we need cash here and like a camera on our desks, and I'm like, I got 20 on this rugging, you know, and we're just like throwing money into like a circle on the sidewalk almost, and it rugged, and then I take the pot.
I think the best part is like on the 1 second, you can just see like the sharpness of the buys and the sharpness of the sells. And you're
I do want to click buy just so y'all can see how fast this thing actually is.
all right, you got to hit on.
Do it on something that's even more volatile.
No, this is pretty volatile as it is. You kidding me?
Oh, you want to do it on a new pair, or do you want to do it on one that could just take off? I guess they both could take off in reality, or they could both rug.
This isn't taking off. They already migrated. It's gonna.
We're just waiting for it to rug, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We got the first minute of the first minute. There's a red candle. Here we go, everyone. Look at this.
So
Genzio
you got to
can afford
watch
the
down
20.
here for the labels. Okay. So like this right here, somebody sold and you got to figure out what it actually is. So if you hover over these, this is a top holder. So a top holder just sold $368 worth of it. That's not a good sign. I love the label. Look at that. Somebody else sold with a little red. A sniper just sold. They bought in early. Now they're dumping it slowly. See, it's going to go down.
Here it goes. It's going. Oh no! Someone wants to buy the dip.
Yeah, some people are buying the dip. That's the thing. Like, I love the labels. I think the labels are one of my favorite things because it gives you a lot of insight into what's actually going on and who's actually trading it. You see another sniper right there, the red meaning sniper. I'm love
over here
being
cheering to see a rug. I feel really horrible, and yet there could be somebody watching who's
another
in on
one.
this, like,
See right there.
Jerk.
We already saw 2 rugs live. Scott, what are you talking about?
3.
Look at this.
I
Another
know.
one.
I mean,
3.
we need
Bought
3.
first lot, and now they're selling it. They're already getting rid of it. Another sniper selling.
And then I think you even missed one of the top holders that went by too.
Yeah, I couldn't hover over
all of them.
Yeah, but you see like how fast, even like in the bottom right hand corner here, how that number is just flying. How fast it's updating. Made it even bigger. I can't see the label.
Another 2 just went over. Another 2 snipers and top holders.
Mm-hmm. So you can see right away like who's actually getting rid of their tokens. Great. See another sniper?
Mm-hmm. So actually,
that sniper's slow selling is what they're doing. They're just literally dumping a little bit at a time. What's
how
up?
far are you in your uranium mining game, by the way?
It's a great question. Let's I had to close it. I haven't done much, but oh, I actually gotta share this tab. I just realized this is where I'm at. Level 36.
All right, so you showed it to me yesterday.
Toki's like, I beat it.
I may or may not have gotten a little.
See, I may or may not have broken this game.
It's up to you if you want to switch screens.
Switch screens. Let's see. Let's see it.
Oh God. Have you really? Here, let me duplicate this.
Wait a minute. Yours are different colors.
Level 56.
You told me exactly what to do. Just sat down and did it, you know?
Dude, I told you it's not that hard either. It's just a matter of getting in there, and if you're able to click 3 buttons every 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Is it 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. That's all I need.
And then you got to pay attention to your upgrades and making sure that you actually do the refinements.
Yeah, refining is a big deal. You got to make sure you do that. Otherwise, you're just leaving money on the table. You don't want to
Well,
do
there's
that.
only 3 days left. Less than 3 days now on this whole entire deal, which is
Toki ain't sleeping.
Still
He's
pretty
got
cool.
the alarm set for every 10 minutes.
no. I just
2:10 in the morning.
with how much screen zone I have right here, I just keep it all the way on the right hand side, so that way when that little tiny green square disappears, I just gotta click it.
You wake up though. You set your alarm. It's like 2:10 in the morning. You're like,
I was still up at
Check it.
2:10 in the morning. What are you talking about?
there's got to be a time that you try to sleep.
I do try to sleep. You are right.
Well, today.
I accidentally drank coffee for dinner last night, and that didn't turn out so well. So
How do you accidentally drink coffee?
I wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, "Oh, there's still coffee left." So I just poured myself a cup, and then I just kept pouring myself coffee, and then, you know,
Oh, look
it's
at this.
really
Blue's already
the
thinking
next
ahead.
day.
Create a script that'll do it for you. Could you do that?
Oh yeah,
Create something that'll just.
open this up, leave it open, and just run over and over and over again. Absolutely.
Chop chop.
Hey, Grok, Grok,
Yeah.
Grok.
ChatGPT. Create me.
Here, I did it too. So just the multiplier. So here's the deal. Like, you got to get enough tokens or enough shards to click these 3. So you need 15, 10, and 10. And what it does is basically just auto collects for you. You 2.5x the spawn rate, 2.5x the shard multiplier, so they're worth more. And then the auto collector is this thing at the end here that just picks it up for you, so you don't have to click. So that's a quote unquote easiest way to just kind of earn over and over and over again.
Absolutely. It's just the only way that you actually earn the token itself is through refinement.
Yeah, you
So
got to
people
do
do need to pay attention to that portion.
So technically, I have way more than you because I'm at 7.33. What are you at?
3.56, and I'm trying to get that +4. I just don't know how to get the XTZ to the apple farm to get the other thing.
Hey, there's a couple people asking in Arena what's being played right now. So while for those who weren't here when you pulled this up originally, could you give a quick minute on what's going on, how long this lasts, and all that real quick?
They're gonna do an airdrop with this thing, man. Like, so uranium.action.co, that's the easiest way to get to this game. You're basically gonna, it's like a what do you call those games on your phone, like idle whatever. It's what it ends up being. It's like
This is an idle
game.
tycoon. If
Yeah,
you have
an idle
done
tycoon.
anything on Fortnite with tycoons, this is an idle tycoon where you just press buttons and you let it sit and do what it needs to do, and you collect your portions and spend your upgrades.
Bingo.
Super
bingo,
easy,
bingo.
super easy to do. The only thing that you need to remind yourself to do is the refinements, because the refinement is the only way that you actually get the token itself. There's
Bingo.
also a bunch of different tasks that you can complete to get extra tokens themselves, as well as joining their community and being a part of everything that they're doing. Because I know they have, I believe it's an AMA either this week or next week. It may even be next week in regard to how the game is going to be continuing, what they're going to be doing with it. There's some new features that they're looking at as far as the idle workers. So there's some pretty cool stuff that it sounds like they're going to be doing. And this is just the beginning of the airdrop cycle. So we'll see kind of all the fun that's going to come along with it during that AMA.
Wait, am I running that?
Probably.
I have to check. You might be.
And right now, just for anyone who's not looking at the charts, we got 106K Bitcoin. So we're looking kind of bullish here, and hopefully all that bad news that has been going on recently is behind us, and this continues to pump. And then for all you degens, definitely make sure to check out that web release that is so fast, and you might be able to make a couple bucks there, but be very careful because as you saw, there was rugs left and right, and that's what's going on in the trenches. But if you could get in and get out with speed, precision, and have all the information at your hands to make a better decision, then that's your way of getting that win there.
It's like, then
you have everything from the dev wallet, holders, bubble maps, everything's in there, fully customizable. So that's really awesome. And then this right here, very simply, a couple taps every 10 minutes or so, and you could be collecting
on your way
as
to
well. So yeah, so there's some awesome tools that we went over in the stream, and some ways to make some free money. And yeah, man. So, and now we got a little green in the market. Bitcoin's continuing to push up. Hopefully we just continue to see that go further up, and yeah, get that bullish sentiment going again for everyone, because I think people were a bit bummed when they saw that touchdown into the 90s for a few.
And that's what happens when you drop some bunker busters.
And Sam Knight saying, glad that Bitcoin's not being affected by Powell's comments regarding rate cuts. I think everybody wants to see rate cuts happen, and this huge bullish explosion of Bitcoin surging and market surging. But I respect the decisions that he's making based off the data that we're getting. And if inflation isn't really going down and actually ticked up from May into this month, then I can understand holding, especially also the uncertainty that's going on in the world. But if things calm down, maybe we will get that rate cut. But Bitcoin's been resilient. I mean, look at all this different news, and maybe it's because in the background, it's getting drained and it's getting kind of voiced over here, and that's why it's in the background. We've had so much bullish news on Bitcoin in the last couple months, just overall. Even today, with saying banks could do whatever they want with crypto, pretty much, right? Like, that's super bullish. In the past, any one of those pieces of news would make things explode, but right now things are just holding. It's like all the bad stuff balanced with all this bullish news. Now, hopefully, all of that outweighs the bad coming up. And Action just potatoed out, and we'll see if he can come back. There we go.
You're back.
I'll say it again. I like your shirt.
Yes.
He's just rugging like nonsense.
Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Gensio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a
How
hive.
many know we do not understand? Ladies and gentlemen.
Rebecca's Gensio Media House.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.